This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
25 up.
Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Nickel Roby brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That's complete. Bernard. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
52 to Mike, 152. Recon, 152 fighter. Get that quarterback in line. 2 for 66.
From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards that time. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
2 for 1, 2 for 1.
From the 50, it's gone. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Off play action. Here's Goff. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Second down, it's Henderson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Now it's Henderson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. It's Mixon on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And Eifert has it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, here's Mixon, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
You got three down.
They run the toss with Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
57 to 5. Hold on.
From the 40 now on second down. Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Out of the gun. Goff. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but well, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. The defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A very solid gain of 27. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Nixon will try the right side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the draw, here's Bernard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Giovanni Bernard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and now it's 2nd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Goff. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Abuka. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A draw play. Bernard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Right there.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, trying to get it to Woods.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
61, matchbox, lights.
Throwing again, Dalton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Now Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Dalton now to pass, and that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Here's Goff. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On first down. It's Henderson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
From the 29, Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff, and that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and long. It's gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Gone. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to...
And they'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
We'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
On the counter, it's Henderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hold on. Check.
On second and 11 now. Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. That one good for 26 and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To the right side, this is Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, that's good.
Ric Flair.
On 3rd down, Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Again, it's Mixon fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Goff now looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great